We're going to learn how to multiply numbers that end in zeros. In this topic, we'll look at the steps, and then we'll also show how to apply those steps to numbers that we're given. When you have numbers that end in zeros, the first thing you want to do is count the zeros at the end of the numbers. Take note that you do not count zeros that are in the middle of the numbers. Those do not count. We want to make sure that they're only zeros at the end of each of the numbers. And then we're going to strip out the zeros and multiply the numbers without the zeros. And we're going to just attach or append the zeros to the result of the multiplication. Let's see how we put that to practice. So what is the value of 230 multiplied by 3? So we have a 0 at the end of 23 and there's no 0 anywhere else. So what this is trying to tell us to do is we're going to multiply 23 by 3. So as usual, we'll start from the right hand side. 3 multiplied by 3, we have 9, and then we switch over to the tens column. 2 multiplied by 3, we have 6. So now what we're going to do with this is, because we have 1 0, we're going to have 690. So we append the 0 to the result of the multiplication. Now the next one is 120 multiplied by 40. 120 multiplied by 40. So we have a 0 here and a 0 here. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to have 12 multiplied by 4. So we have 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. 1 times 4 is going to give us 4. So now we have 2 zeros, and we have 12 times 4 is 48. So our answer is going to be 48 with the 2 zeros at the end. Next, we have, what is the value of 4302 multiplied by 30? So we have just 1 0 at the end. So now we have 4302 multiplied by 3. Pay attention to the fact that we are not counting the 0 in the middle of the number. We can only count the 0 at the end of the number. So we have 2 multiplied by 3, we get 6. 0 multiplied by 3, we have 0. 3 multiplied by 3, we have 9. 4 multiplied by 3, we have 12. So we have just 1 0 at the end. So our final result is going to be 12906 with 1 0 at the end. We can put a comma here. The next one is 4120 multiplied by 200. Let's count the number of zeros. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 zeros. So let's take note of the numbers without this 0. So we have 412 multiplied by 2. So 2 multiplied by 2, we have 4. 1 multiplied by 2, we have 2. 4 multiplied by 2, we have 8. So now we have to account for the 3 zeros at the end. So we have our multiplication result, and then we attach the 3 zeros, and we can put a comma here. Next example, we have 6121 multiplied by 60. We have just 1 0, so we're looking at 6121 multiplied by 6. So 1 multiplied by 6, we have 6. 2 multiplied by 6, we have 12. So we're going to write 2 and carry 1. 1 multiplied by 6, we have 6, plus 1, we have 7. And then 6 multiplied by 6, we have 36. So we account for the 1 0, so it's going to be 36726, and then we put a 0 at the end. we have a comma. Next, we have 4022 multiplied by 210. We only have one zero at the end of a number, or zero as the last digit of the number. That's a better way to put it. So we have zero as the last digit of the number. So we have 4022 multiplied by 21. So 2 multiplied by 1, we have 2. 2 multiplied by 1, we have 2. 0 multiplied by 1, we have 0. 4 multiplied by 1, we have 4. Now we go over to the tens position. We're going to put a 0 over here. 2 multiplied by 2, we have 4. 2 multiplied by 2, we have 4. 0 multiplied by 2, we have 0. 4 multiplied by 2, we have 8. So we're going to put a 0 in place, and then we add. So 2 plus 0, we have 2. 2 plus 4, we have 6. 0 plus 4, we have 4. 4 plus 0, we have 4. 8 plus 0, we have 8. So we have just one 0. So what we're going to do is, our answer is going to be 8, 4, 4, 6, 2, and then we put a 0 at the end. Our final set of examples. So let's account for the number of zeros. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have 46 multiplied by 27 as what we're going to work with. 46 multiplied by 27. So 6 multiplied by 7, we have 42. So we have a 2 here and we bring a 4 up here. 4 multiplied by 7, we have 28. Plus 4, we have 32. Now we multiply by 2 here, so we're going to put a 0 in the ones position. 6 multiplied by 2, we have 12, so we write a 2, and we bring up a 1. 4 multiplied by 2, 8, and then plus 1, we have 9. So we now add these numbers together. 2 plus 0, we have 2. 2 plus 2, we have 4. 3 plus 9, we have 12, so we have 2 here and then 1. Now we have to account for the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3. So you have 1, 2, 4, 2, and then you append the zeros. So you put your commas. Final example, 5180 multiplied by 910. So we are going to account for 0 as the last digit. So we have 2 of them. So our multiplication is going to be 518 multiplied by 91. 8 multiplied by 1, we get 8. 1 multiplied by 1, we have 1. 5 multiplied by 1, we have 5. Now we're going to multiply by 9. 9 is in the tens position, so we place a 0 in the ones position. 8 multiplied by 9, we have 72, so we're going to write 2 and bring up 7. 1 multiplied by 9, we have 9 plus 7, 16, so we write 6 and bring up 1. 5 multiplied by 9, that's 45. With plus 1, we have 46. Now we replace all the blank spots with zeros, and then we can add them together. 8 plus 0, we have 8. 1 plus 2, we have 3. 5 plus 6, 11, so we have 1, and then we bring up 1. 1 plus 0 plus 6 is going to be 7. 0 plus 4, we have 4. Now we have 2 zeros to account for, so our answer is going to look like this. So we have 4713800. So notice that we put the 2 zeros at the end of the number, so let's account for commas.